Any better music? So if anyone knows any better music, let me know. Alright, let's go, I guess. Alright, so on Bitcoin, again, not a lot has changed from what we were looking at last week. The price action has been a bit slow. Look, I mean, it did pump a little bit. We hit a new all-time high. That's great. You know, we can't argue at all with the new all-time high. It's great. Hey, what's up, Jojo? Hope you're doing good, guy, bro. Good guy. Yeah, you're a good guy. Yo, gotta love me sometimes. Eh? Yeah, so we've reached an all-time high, which is good, but now we're starting to retrace. Now, I've had this watched out for a couple of weeks now. You see how we pumped off the line here, hit the support, come back up to almost like a double top, come back down to support, and then we bounced off. I'm expecting a similar play where it's come back up to support, come back down to support. We got a double top here, potentially. It's going to come back down and bounce off support, and that's going to take us hopefully to the end of the year. That's my plan. I say plan. That's kind of what I'm hoping will happen. Now, if we were to put this into perspective, this is May, August for a bounce, October, November, December. There you go for all-time high, probably about 150. Which, if I go through my channel on Discord, you'll see like I've had 150 marks for a while. I'm going to leave that here. So I'll do this on stream now. Target, there we go. And then let me just coordinates 150. There we go. Okay, boom. That's my target. Okay. So we'll see if that works out. Okay, it'd be nice. That'd be cool. All right. So based on that basis, we're probably going to start shorting again. Okay. It's probably about time to do a short, really, on that premise. Now, I'm not saying that that's what we're going to do. We've got to watch the chart, okay? And if I'm watching, so on the daily here, it does look rather bullish. Let's get rid of this channel range. We're not there anymore. Let's get the channel. So I could do that. I don't really like that. See how it's kind of. I don't really want to skew the results. I guess it's not really like there's a channel there, but it's not great. If I'm honest, let's try and do it from the bottom primarily. You know. Now we only need 2 touches at the bottom for it to be a valid channel. See, that would work out slightly better like that. It seems to respect it a bit more. So now it just depends what happens here. Hey, thanks for the subscription, bro. Not sure who that was. Let me have a look. Pieta, thank you very much, bro. I've got to get it so it actually comes up and tells me as I'm streaming. Thanks very much, Pieta. So in terms of this playing out, okay, this plan here, for this to play out, we kind of need it all to come together, okay? So at the minute the channel is still holding, okay? So if this holds and pumps, okay, if it pumps and this is technically invalid, okay? So this bit here should be like a mark as a double top, as a red bearish warning. Okay, that's what we're looking for it to come back down. Okay. If the daily now pumps past this, okay, which would be nice if it does, okay, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to argue either way, but we've got to be prepared here for any eventuality. The 4 hour is showing that it's outside of the channel now, okay, which shows the other thing on the 4 hour. Let me zoom in. I don't really need to see the bottom. The other thing on the 4 hour is that the candles are under the MAs. Okay, that's always, for me, that's always a good indication with the MAs being underneath the candles. Okay, for a bearish market structure, bearish play. So like, let me show you. So the way I do it, like, as the price is coming up, the candles are above the MAs. Okay, when it starts ranging, it kind of fluctuates a little bit. When it starts coming down, the candles are below the MAs. Okay, so it's above, ranging, doesn't really matter. Above, now it's below. Okay, now if we go back to where it was red, you see, like the candles are below the EMAs. Okay, so it's always like it's a little indication like that. That also helps me with my analysis, but that's just it. It's an indication. Okay, so at any point the candles could pump and flip those EMAs, which turns it bullish or turns it bearish. Okay, but it's not going to turn it bearish if it pumps above. But you know what I mean. Now saying that, if Bitcoin does decide to come down again, we've got a good support level here. Let's draw this range. Okay, so this would be a good support range. Okay, be good because it's basically from May until now. Okay, in terms of actual, is it a strong support? I mean, it's okay. It's respected on the daily. On the weekly, it's not overly great. Do you know what I mean? It's there. You've got the candle bodies coming back to December, so it depends how well it's going to hold. I wouldn't bank a lot on it, but there is a bit of support there. You've got the FEG they need to fill, and then I honestly think if it comes through that, then we're retesting down here, okay, on this range. This will most likely be where we are holding. Okay. Now at the start of the stream, you probably realised, saw me, I deleted a fib real quick, so let me just go ahead and redraw that. But that's not fib, there's me fibs. Okay, draw it to the top. Okay, so you always draw left to right. So you see on the 4 hour now, we can see that if the price drops, here's the golden pocket. Let's mark up the golden pocket, okay? There we go, golden pocket area. That would fill these two FEGs. So that's just under, but I presume it would wick under and capture that, okay? If we break that, we're definitely hitting that support, but then the next level of support here is the 0.5, which you can see has been respected. Okay, and this is where Fibonacci starts adding supports. Okay, so it's another level for us to be watching. So I get very gassy when I start yapping. I don't know why. I should probably go doctors over it. It's not right, is it? Maybe I'm swallowing air when I'm talking. So, yeah, I mean that's Bitcoin in a nutshell at the minute. This is my overall plan here to see. I'm hoping this will actually play out. It'd be nice, you know. But at the same time, if Bitcoin decides it wants to pump, I'm not going to argue. Okay, the market's there for it at the minute. Everyone's saying it should. Well, let's play it. I'm actually going to delete this support here, just because I don't actually need it. Okay, I could just, you know, for example, drop that there. It's probably a bit more relevant there, to be honest. The golden pocket I will leave. Fibonacci old leaders as well. Now let's draw a fib pull to there. So yeah, again, 99 to 97. Yeah, it's about, I mean, it'll be the same level either way. I've drawn it from the same points, just on a different time frame, you know. Now, if I was to draw from there to there, let's have a look. You know, we got a fib 0.7 is there on that support. You've got the 66618 golden pocket on a short term just before the breakout. So it could even come down, just whiff under the FVG to that support and then sort of move again. I mean, safe to say, at least for the next week, I'd expect a bearish momentum, okay, for the next week at least. So I'm just gonna mark this out as I tell all my students in the mentorship. So just draw it out. I don't need to use it for anything other than to mark my general bias where I think it's going to go. Okay, so that's where it stands currently. Now, of course, like we've got a 3-day weekend. It's bank holiday tomorrow, so this could change. Okay, the candles change at any moment really. We can't be too fussy about it. You just always got to watch the charts and see how it updates with the price action. But until anything really significant starts to happen with Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin's a bit boring, in my opinion. You know, I've got my plan laid out for what I expect to happen. I've had this laid out since probably March. You know, I saw that and I was like, oh, actually, yeah, this could actually do that. Be interesting, wouldn't it? Okay. My target's 150k. I said that in December. There's a possibility. I mean, it's more likely to go 120. That was what I said in December, with the possibility of it hitting 150. But I'll leave it at 150 if this pattern plays out. I don't really want to be repeating myself too much. This could just be a wick off as well. It could come Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesday, because the bank holiday decide that it's going to pump back into the channel. I don't know. Let's have a look. If I hide that channel and redraw, so say I draw it from there. So that channel's maybe a little bit more valid, maybe. Can't really say till it plays out, can we? Compared to slight deviation from the start, but then it's found its range maybe. I'll keep that channel there for now, but I think I'll keep that one drawn. But then how much of that is me changing the channel to how I see it? Does that make sense? How I want to see it. That's what you've got to ask yourself is have I changed the channel because it looks better? I don't know. Only time will tell. I've kept the other one. Maybe we take off from here, maybe we don't, maybe we do come down like I said, but we've got support below. Need to clear these FEGs out. That would be nice at some point. It's quite a big gap, so if we do lose the 786, we are definitely going to the gold. Sorry, gassy again. If we lose the FEG here and the 786 as support, okay, we're definitely going to the golden pocket area. There's no if buts, oohs or ahs about that. It's too much of a gap. Okay. Like that's like a 6% gap or something just from the 786 to the peak. Yeah, 7%. Alright, let's have a look at Sol, shall we? We haven't looked at alts for a while. I'll have a quick look through. Sol very much follows the direction of Bitcoin, so that there isn't, again, it's, you know, support lined up there, but I mean, that's correct. I've also got, see how that there's acted like support a few times, the price has reacted a few times. Alright, it broke through, kind of broke through, bounced off, that was between the EMAs there. It's broke through, played, retested, and it's just building on this support at the minute here. If we go further across, it kind of respects the general level. We've got a support down here. That should probably be a range there, to be honest. Yeah. Let's mark that up as support. Let's get rid of that. Let's have a look at what Fib says on Sol. By the way, if you guys want me to have a look at any tokens, hey Motec, how you doing, bro? If you want me to have a look at any tokens, just drop it in chat and I'll pick it up. Have a quick look tonight. There isn't much else I can go over or through tonight. The price action has been a bit slow across the board, really. My plan hasn't changed, you know. So I'm open to looking at some alts tonight if people want to drop them in chat. As I said, my streams are very much oriented around the activity in the chat. So the more you guys interact, ask me questions, and ask me to look at stuff, then the longer the stream will go on. But like, there's not a lot going on. There's no point in me streaming because otherwise it's just going to be looking at a chart and my bowl dead. You're going to like my bowl dead. Everyone likes it. Right, let's have a look. Okay, that's quite interesting, a little bit. What's interesting is the price action along the channel there was kind of front run the support. So, what I find funny is I did say to people about the cup and handle a while back on Sol. Okay. You know, for a cup and handle to be in play, we need to retrace like 50%. Okay, let me use this tool. This tool I've absolutely love, really. Alright, let me take it to there. So 50%. Where's that? Hold on. There you go. 50% is about 44.82 on a 50% decline. Would that be right? That can't be right. $3,129.57. Let's do something else. 3,129.57 divided by 2. 1564785. Let's have a look. Okay, 1564. This is a bit more in line with how I had it. So 1569. Let me. That's about right. That's about where I said it would drop. You know, and it did for all intents and purposes, but it did drop down. There's a little blip past that point, which I didn't really account for. If I'd gone in and updated the chart, I probably would have saw it because the 200-day MA come up and it hasn't been retested until then. But that was my thing. Now, how do we measure? Okay, how would we measure how far that's going to go for Sol? Okay, how would we measure that? So what we do is we would get where is it? All right, let's use the arrow. Okay, so from here down to here, and then you just drop that on top. So when the price comes back up to here, we can expect $500 Sol. Oh, it's not bad, is it? Let's put that as a target roughly. I'm pretty much happy with that. So that would be your target based off that cup and handle there. So I'm just drawing it again real quick because it's been missing off my charts. It's all in my channel anyway. You'll see the original post. Okay, but we'll keep that there, shall we? Okay. So now there's a little retest on Sol. Looking on the weekly, probably looking at about 130 on a retest maybe. Let's have a look. Yeah, maybe. Or even 148. So look, 148 is doable. That's within the support 141, and then you'd be bouncing off the 0.5. I might actually set a limit order there, around about somewhere between there and there. Don't know. I'll keep an eye on it. What I will do is add an alert. Can I do it on a fib? No, I can't do it on a fib. Okay, so if I do there, object tree, where can I do that? I'm just going to set that as a target for now. And add an alert. There we go. Crossing down only once. Okay. Message. Watch price action. Why don't I put create? Cool. So basically that will give me an alert now when it crosses down below to watch price action, where I'll start looking for a long position. Okay. I want to see how it's going to react. I want to try and sniper the entrance a little bit. We'll see how that goes. Doge, I currently got a long on it. You know, it's not much based off the EMAs. I mean, I'm fully expecting to lose this. You know, I'm below the 100-day EMA here. Got the 200-day there, which it's not been tested yet. So as that sort of comes up as the candle comes down, let's see where it goes. You see, but usually when it hits the 200-day, it has a price reaction. The only reason why I've got like a gamble long on it really is banking on a lower high. Okay, so on the short term here, more than anything, it's a lower high. Yeah. So that's the theory behind. Um, that's the theory behind that bogey long at the minute. Otherwise, it's pretty much, you got like a double top again, signifies the generally signifies the reversal, but we don't know yet. We'll see. It's a bit of a gamble long that one. Not gonna lie. Link does look good. I mean, that played out perfectly. Downtrend into an uptrend, hit the resistance, come back down. Now we've got support about 14.42, probably around the baseline here. We've definitely got support down here. I don't think it'll go that low, so we're probably about $14 maybe. Let's set an alert here. Crossing down, message, watch price action, look for long. Okay. What's the notifications? Okay. Possibly get URL sent to my Discord. That would be pretty awesome to start getting. Yes. Might actually have a look at that and start utilising that, because that could be very useful. It means I don't have to have TradingView open 24/7, I guess. Okay, so I've set an alert there. Now, the other thing here, without actually realising it, there's actually a channel here. Okay, so I've got my two touches and I'm coming up. My alert's just below. So technically 14.52 would be it. So there, if it touches, I'm going to leave that there. I want to try something in that channel range. I reckon that might even be like a little wick to there, then come back up before it pumps, maybe. Who knows? Right, let me delete this anyway. I don't know why. That's old. I'll get rid of the support and the resistance and just leave that channel range there for now. See how it plays out. It could be good. It's on the daily. Now on the 4-hourly look, we've already hit support. So this now flipped to resistance because we're just under. So if we don't manage to flip that back over, then we're definitely coming down. This could be interesting actually. Might even come back down to 1188. $14.50 is about there, so it's about the midpoint. FEG 1393, so that's not too far off from my horizontal line there. If we were to fill that FEG, it'd be great if we start hunting these FEGs actually, clear some of them up. I've also got a risky long open on XRP. Again, it's a risky long. I mean, my analysis here shows that we're most likely gonna, we crossed and flipped back into the downtrend. So chances are we could come back down $2, 180-ish. Can't even remember why that supports there. Let's have a look. Yeah, I can't even see why that then supports there. That one's there clearly is there. I don't know why I drawn that one. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Delete that one. So on XRP here, I can expect to see $2 support. So again, I'm just playing a risky long here, banking on the fact that it's riding the support here currently, and it's flipping this support to continue on a shorter time frame. Okay, but the longer time frames across the board are kind of now indicating a lower value. Okay, the lower time frames are indicating that we're around support and possibly going to go higher. Okay, so if there's any of the like where's this price, where's that price, what's this happening, what's that happening, why are people calling longs, why are people calling shorts, and that's why the long time frames are signaling lower, the lower time frames are signaling higher. It's we're in an area of price discovery as well. There's not much for us to actually go on around these levels. I mean, for alts, it's slightly different. Okay, they still very much haven't moved. I think for alts to start moving, it's probably going to be either end of this year, early next year. But yeah, for Bitcoin, it's definitely going to be end of the year, November, December time. Maybe even January for 150k. Let's go. Alright, so if anyone's got any questions, I'm happy to answer them. If you've got any charts you want me to look at, I'm happy to go through them. Otherwise, it's going to be a really short stream this week. Hey, you're welcome, Pietro. Alright, on that note, guys, I'm going to call it there, and I will catch you all next Sunday. I'll update my Twitch as well to share that Sunday nights as stream nights now. But yeah, alright, thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and have fun.